Militants set fire to about 10 trucks Sunday near the northwestern city of Peshawar. The attack, which included gun battles nearby, came as authorities placed Islamabad on high alert following a Taliban threat of 2 attacks per week. Pakistan's instability continues, with the Obama administration prepared to spend billions of dollars on aid and troops, as well as increase its diplomatic efforts to stabilize the region. But Pakistani ambassador to Washington, Hussain Haqqani, says he wants a 5-year plan for Pakistan and Afghanistan of $30 billion in U.S. aid.
Partly because a mistake was made in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, when the United States invested in Pakistan's military capacity and capability building, but did not invest in Pakistani society.
As the Obama administration seeks more accountability from Pakistan, there was tension last week in talks involving Special Representative Richard Holbrooke and Pakistani Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi.
We can only work together if we respect each other and we trust each other.
Pakistan publicly objects to missile strikes by U.S. drones on militant targets. Meanwhile, U.S. officials have expressed concern about Pakistan's intelligence services, which have a history of backing Islamic militant groups in the northwest tribal region. And Pakistani militants, who have been active lately in 3 of the country's 4 provinces, have said that soon they will take their war to Islamabad. Some experts suggest they are repeating the strategy that Taliban militants have used in Afghanistan, where local insurgents fill a vacuum in governance in the rural areas. Shuja Nawaz is the South Asia Director at the Atlantic Council in Washington.
There is a lack of administrative capacity or an ability to deal with the needs of the local population. That's what allows them to do these things.
As militant attacks continue, a recent report by 2 U.S. senators and other experts in Washington warned Pakistan is on the verge of becoming a failed state. Lisa Curtis of the Heritage Foundation in Washington, D.C. says Washington and Islamabad need to act in concert soon.
We have to see this kind of mobilization happen sooner rather than later, or we will start to see the country begin to destabilize more and more and become virtually ungovernable.
Shuja Nawaz does not agree.
So I don't think it is a race in that sense that, in 6 months you will have resolved it. And if you don't do it, the Taliban have won.
Pakistan and U.S. officials in recent days have emphasized the need for trust between their countries to fight the growing militant threat. Curtis says Islamabad must shift its national psyche to become a full partner in fighting insurgents.
Question. I think it's on the minds of every U.S. official dealing with these challenges. Number one, can we shift the Pakistani psyche so that it sees the threat from terrorism as the existential threat to the country, not India? And 2, if we even can do that, how long is it going to take?
Analysts say it is clear that Islamabad wants a long-term U.S. commitment to develop Pakistan in order to eliminate terror threats from the region against the international community. Ravi Khanna, VOA News, Washington.